Well, welcome back to Will Plays WoW. We're going to go over the Mythic first boss in Voidspire. This boss is pretty easy. He's our tic-tac-toe boss. So we got our tic-tac-toe, the March of the Endless. If he gets 3 in a row, he's going to march his guys down your throat. So you got to definitely watch for that. You know, pull the boss in the center, and we're going to have Shadows advance. He's going to pull up 3 of these ads, and these ads are going to have uh, Cosmic Shell on them, and Cosmic Shell can only be removed once our 3 little kittens get dispelled on the shells. They have to be on the shells to dispel it, and then once they dispel them, you use the Umbral Collapse that's on the tank, and everybody soaks, and then you get rid of 1 ad at a time. You get 2 of these collapses, so 1 and then 2, and then you get rid of those guys, and then you have ads. First you have the little void maw. There's a whole bunch of those. They come out and they attack the ad that has the biggest debuff from the boss on them. At 35%, they try and run away. The Voidbound Annihilator comes out as well and needs to be interrupted. You need to keep these ads 10 feet away from the boss, or else they get a buff, or 10 yards, excuse me, from the boss. And you also need to keep the boss 10 yards away from one of the void claimed areas, or else he gets a buff. So tank them accordingly away, adds away from boss, boss away from void claimed rifts. Boss also going to do Oblivion's Wrath. They're going to be little void spikes that are going to come out. There'll be circles on the ground. Stay out of the circles, and you won't get hit by these spikes as they go out from the boss and then come back in. And the boss is going to do Shadows Advance again. Again, dispel your 3 little kittens on the ones that you want to get rid of, and then do the tank slam on each one after they've lost their shields, destroy them, and then we move into another ad phase. Because we have 2 rifts, you're going to get 2 of the bigger ads, the Annihilators, and you need to, again, get them away from the boss, get the boss away from the rifts, and then the boss will do the intermission called Voidfall. He's going to lightning everybody, knock everybody back, and then the rifts are going to turn into portals, and a whole bunch of troops are going to run down the lines. You need to find the gap, get in between the armies, and don't get hit by them. After the intermission's done, we're going to go back into the same rotation. Shadows Advance again, dispels, get rid of the shields, tank soak on those guys. There's gates, and then ads. Now you're going to have a different ad come out. Again, this ad needs to be interrupted, and it's the Abyssal Mollusk. Same thing, needs to be tanked away from the boss with all the other ads. Boss needs to be away from the rifts and the portals. And let's look at some live footage of this, because all it's going to keep doing is the same Shadows Advance. Okay. Now here's the live footage. So this on beta, this is the first pull, or not the first pull, this is our best pull. And you'll notice Shadows Advance is coming up. Shadows Advance is going to put 3 of those void guys down, the Abyssal Void Shapers. Void Shapers, there's the shell that they have on them. If you notice up on the upper left, you'll see there's 6 people got the dispel. You dispel them on the Void Shaper, and the little guys running over there with the little void circle on them. There's the other ones, and they're going to get dispelled, and they're going to take out the little shell on that Void Shaper. Shell's gone. Tank slam here. And then we're going to go into the ad phase. Void the beams from the ad that you left. He's going to come over, needs to be interrupted. The Void Shaper does. And then there's your one Annihilator. It needs to be interrupted as well. This one doesn't get interrupted, and you can kind of see everybody gets a little shell on them. Those are the Void Spikes coming out. The Oblivion's Wrath. Make sure we're tanking the boss away from the rifts, taking the ads away from the boss so they don't get the buffs. Watching out for the spikes going in and out. And we're doing a Shadows Advance again. So now we got more Void Shapers with more shields. The Dispels go out. We get rid of that shield. People with the Dispels go to the next one. See, they're getting over there now. One of them's over there, needs dispelled. Then the other ones are going to go over, get dispelled. And then the tanks soak with everybody soaking, get after that, and we get rid of the ad. Now you're going to have 2 Annihilators on this because you have 2 portals. Void Maws are going to come out. They attack the tank with the biggest debuff. Void Shapers, Annihilators all need to be interrupted so they don't give shields to everything. Keep them away from the boss. Keep the boss away. And then now we're going into the intermission phase. Voidfall, you know, knockback, everybody gets lightninged. And you'll start to see there are the ads, and they're just going to march through. There's going to be a gap. Find the gap so you don't get ran over. Avoid all the circles. And the ads are being tanked on the boss, so the ads are got a big buff, and we all die. But that's it. That's the first boss in Mythic. And good luck to you, and we'll see you again.